Hey everybody, Chiron here, and welcome back to another episode of Banished. As you could probably tell, I am a little bit under the weather today, which is why there was no video yesterday, so I definitely apologize for that, but not a whole lot I could do about it because I was feeling like death. So, feeling a little bit better today. Hopefully my voice will be able to hold out. If not, I might have to cut this episode just a little bit short, but I hope you'll all forgive me. Got some chamomile tea with honey. It is quite delicious, and I'm hoping that will sustain me for now. So, where we left off last time, we were working on a little bit of food production. I didn't have a chance to actually AFK these to get them all cleared out. We do have one of our two bridges in place, the other one's being built right now. And we have our stockpiles so they can kind of clear those at their leisure. The issue we're running into right now is we're a little bit low on citizens and children. So we had that group of nomads come through, still without homes, which I'm not sure why because our bed and breakfast is empty, but I digress. I think what's happening is they're working, they're just continuously working, never attempting to find a home. So they actually have to walk over here and enter this building for it to be flagged as their home. It's kind of weird, but it's how it is. So, alright, so what I want to do is start getting a little bit more housing in place. We have enough supplies, we have some building supplies that we can start putting in some of the left and right and colonial townhouses. So, I'm pretty much going to max out on those. Alright, actually we need the colonial townhouse up here. That's going to finish out this section here. Shoot. And of course I forgot to check the color, because that's how I roll. Alright. Make sure it's lined up. Good. And we'll put in one of these corner buildings right here. I think that's the right color. Oops. Alright, there we go. And then we need to put in one of these wider buildings. So the boarding house or the doctor. We'll do the colonial homestead. That's the right color, which is good. Boom. And we need one more here. There we go. That should finish out that outer corner. And what we can do over here is start working on our tunnel for down in this area. Keep doing that. There's another game I've been playing a lot where Z is rotate, and I keep hitting Z. Alright, rotate. Alright, so we've got... What do we have here? So we have the road plus 2 road squares plus the wall. So here's the wall. We have 2 road squares plus the road. There we go. And we'll turn it around, swap colors, and there. So we have our tunnel in place. Just need to get our colonial houses down now. So we'll do... So the bottom side is all the 3 wide buildings on the outside and then the 5 wide buildings on the inside. So we'll do you and you. And then we'll put in the other half. And then why don't we continue these on? So we'll do a right And then why don't we do a colonial house here, and we'll do a colonial house here. Just kind of break it up a little bit so it's not so one-dimensional. Like these are a little bit one-dimensional because they're. Yeah, I should probably demolish some of these and put in some of the colonial townhouses just so it gives a little bit more of a kind of a skyline kind of looking thing going on. But we'll wait till we're caught up on housing before we do that. Yes, delicious tea. What would I do without you? Alright. So, as a side note, I also took a look at the mine here. So, the mine has the option to do... The iron requires furnace fuel so it can smelt its own iron instead of using the forge or the foundry. Now, the forge and the foundry produce the exact same output, so there's really no benefit to having one over the other, except one is land-based and one is water-based. So if you, like, it'll produce 3 copper for unskilled labor and 4 copper for educated labor. You know, it doesn't matter which one you use. Iron will always be 1 for uneducated labor and 2 for educated labor. And that's also true for the mine. So really, I'm not entirely sure what the reason is for not doing iron here. I would suspect the difference is possibly the output. So the output here is about 120 to 150, 125 to about 150 for iron ore. So I'm going to change this over to producing its own iron and see if it produces the same amount of iron. If it produces half, then we'll probably, I don't know what we'll do, if we'll double the labor or if we'll make another type of smeltery for it. But for now, we'll take a look at that and see how it goes. Alright, and what else do we have here? How is our precious mine doing? Not our placer mine, we don't have a placer mine yet. It's pretty low. So, like I said, if the traders come through with silver and gold, highly recommended that you trade with them. So, let's take a look at what we have here. We will go ahead and max out on the gold. Don't really need anything else from here. Yeah, we don't really have any other materials we can use, so go ahead and grab that. Farm supplier. Honestly, we could probably stop work on the farm supplier. We don't really need anything right now. What do we have here? Lamp oil for 35. We're not producing lamp oil at a very fast rate. We have 53. And this guy keeps running out of material, even with the 2 wharf and ships here. So, I'm kind of debating if I want to buy some. This is 84%, 78%, 51%, and 80%. That one still requires candles, though. So I think I will buy these. Then we'll max out on gold again. And might as well get some bronze while we're at it. Copper pipes I don't think we need. We can eventually just make those. Alright, so we'll do 125 and 1 of those. Perfect. I'm just going to stop work on this one. And we'll take all the materials out of here. Eventually, if there's something that we absolutely need, once we get into making alcohol and stuff like that, and we need more crops, I can put more materials in here. But we'll stop production on that for the moment. Alright, so those are getting put in place. I did sit here for a little bit and wait for these to get put in. So we did have a couple extra homes. These really haven't been touched yet, but there's so much material here that it's going to take our 5 laborers forever to clear those. So those are going to be a little bit lower priority. We're still making more food than we're using. We were at 47,000, we're at 53,000 now. So the food situation's pretty good yet. And luckily these buildings get put in place pretty quickly. It's 55 stone and then only 2 materials, so they don't have to do a lot of back and forth bringing, 100 or 200 materials in. Alright, so what do we have here? Going to go ahead and get rid of this chopper. It's just very inefficient to use the chopper. We're wasting a lot of our wood that we're collecting on that. So it's just taking extra time away that our villagers could be doing other stuff besides transporting that lumber. And at the same time, we'll need to put in another brickworks. So let's get that in place. If only I could remember where it is. Actually, we could do a stack burner instead. It's 35 and 15 versus 40, 15, 60. Yeah, we'll do the stack burner instead. Just so that we can save a little bit of time and material. Alright. Why is there a 1 square stockpile there? That's just goofy. Alright, so hopefully these homes will get built pretty soon. Unfortunately, we don't have an excess amount of laborers that we can put towards builders. We're actually down a couple of farmers as it is. I'm guessing we don't have any nomads. Nope. Alright. Is there any way we can steal a couple of people? We're down a sailor as well. Alright, lamp oil, we'll max out on that again. Bronze and gold. 48. 1. Alright, get rid of you. And how we doing here? Not really. Ooh, nomads. Bam. There we go. So they're going to steal all of our tools, which is unfortunate. What can we do about that? We're going to have to upgrade our smithy. 40 lumber. And a building supplies. Building supplies are good. Lumber is good. So let's upgrade our smithy here. And we'll increase priority on that. Just so that we can keep up with our tool production. We might actually buy some tools too. Given the opportunity. Build faster. Once all these houses are in, hopefully they'll reprioritize. And I don't think we really have anything else building besides these homes. And I might want to put in another smithy, actually. I think we're going to need it with the amount of tools that they're using. For whatever reason, it seems like they're using tools awfully fast. I'm not entirely sure why. Don't think there's any pathing to the mine if I do it there. That would be a pretty good spot for it, though. We could put it up here. Why not? I'll reprioritize this. I don't know if you prioritize the demolition, if it continues to prioritize through like the building phase. So I usually reprioritize it after it's done, if at all possible. Alright, got our farmers back in place. Wait for you to go in. Let's pause that just so that they're not occupied with bringing materials over. Alright. Let's see. Still no progress on those. So that's completed. We just have to wait for it to get built. Hopefully that'll build pretty quickly. And how are we doing over here? So it looks like our cotton and hemp are doing pretty good. So cotton we have 3,000, hemp we have 700. So I might take down the cotton fields for now. Got a little bit of rope being created. That's good. Yeah, I think once the season is over, I'm going to take down the cotton fields, just because we have so much of it that I don't want them wasting population on something that we don't need. Alright, so we'll gain some population back doing that. Alright, so how are we doing over here? Oh, yeah. So it looks like it produces far less when you smelt it into iron. So it doesn't even look like it's half. We're late autumn, so we're almost 3/4 of the way through the year, and we're at 51 as opposed to 126, 146, so it looks like it probably produces about half. So my estimate was pretty good. Alright, we'll see, how many do we need for blacksmith? We need 12? Holy cow. 2. Probably take that down a little bit. So 10 of 10, and then we'll stop work on those fields. And how we doing otherwise? Honestly, we would probably take down our miner population a little bit. We're doing pretty good on iron, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll make steel tools here. So we should have plenty of coal. 2,000 coal. Alright, so we'll unpause that. Get them working. And this hopefully should get us back on track with the tools. Dismiss you. And gold and silver are good. In that, do we want to do joists? How many joists do we have? I think I bought some previously. Joists, 83. Yeah, we have plenty of joists. We don't need those. Alright. Alright, so our children going up. We have 25 children. We were down to about 11 previously. All but one person is homed, and I think everybody was homed previously. I don't know why there's one person now. Oh, you can upgrade the corner homes into a seamstress. Interesting. I might do that instead of having this here. Because honestly, like I said in the previous episodes, there's not really any particular reason to have clothing when you have a warm climate. Your citizens are never going to freeze. So, it doesn't really pay to have an entire building sitting here wasting resources. So I think I might turn one of these into a seamstress. Interesting. Learn something new every day. Alright. So with these on full production, our tools are getting better. We are at, what, 45? And now we're up to 30. Our extra blacksmith is almost done, so we can definitely produce mass amounts of tools. Food situation's good. We're at 57,000. So always good to just kind of take stock of where you are every once in a while. Especially when you're commentating, because a lot of stuff slips under your radar when you're focusing on kind of explaining what you're doing and things like that. Alright, so we have our foundry in place now. So that was recently built this episode. What kind of ore do we have? Let's see, silver ore, not really. I think copper ore we had a lot of, 700. Gold. Don't have any. Oh, we do have some gold ore. And then tin. Tin, ore. We have a lot. Alright. So, you working on tin, you working on copper, you working on iron. We'll change you to pewter. Because with pewter we can come down here and we can start making some fancy homewares. We also need one other building to be able to do that. Let me figure out what it is. The meltsmith. To make pewterware. So we'll need to find a spot that we can put this. Yeah, right there's good. So we'll be able to make pewter, we'll be able to make the pewterware, and then fancy homewares, and then we can stop spending, what, 232 trade resource on them, which will definitely be good. Alright. Wow, we are out of hemp. How much rope did we actually make? 82 rope. To be honest, we don't really need rope. I think I'm going to change these over to... how much bamboo do we have? 29,000. We don't need any more bamboo. Stop work on these. We're producing way more material than we need. And sugarcane, sugarcane, sugarcane. 14,000. Man, we need to start doing stuff with that. We need to make a... What do we need to make? What uses sugar? I think the preservist might. No. I honestly can't remember what uses sugar except for the distillery. This guy. I will have to take a look at that. Alright, so a couple of merchants arrived. Let's see what they have. You know, I stopped the farm supplier because I don't need seeds. Come on, work with me here. Alright, silver. Did we do lamp oil last time? I can't remember exactly. Might as well do Peter as well. Why not? Let's see, 48 and 1. Alright. Stack burner's almost finished, which is good. We'll increase those, get one more labor just in case we get a death before somebody graduates. These homes are not being built all that quickly. What are my builders actually doing? Why is your health so low? Should not have low health. So we have an herbalist. I guess we could probably make a apothecary. Where do we want to put the apothecary? I guess we could put it in here. Let's see, where's the road? Road's right there. There we go. So throw down the apothecary. Hopefully that will bring our health up a little bit. Still do not understand what they're actually building, because it doesn't look like they're building anything at all. But, oh well, I'm sure they'll get to it eventually. What do we got here? Yep, so that's, I think that's pretty much going to do it for the episode. We're at right about time, luckily, and my voice is giving out, so not a whole lot I'm going to be able to do about that. But, yeah. So definitely apologize for not having a video yesterday. I was not in any condition to record, as you can probably tell. So, luckily I was able to get something out for you today. I know there are a lot of people that really like this series, so definitely want to do that for you. So we're going to cut it there. Hopefully a lot of these buildings get built up before next episode. If not, we will continue on working on some materials. So our main focus is really going to be getting the fancy homewares in place so that we can start building some more advanced houses. But yeah, so That'll do it for this episode. Thanks for coming out, everybody, and see ya next time.